Hello, my name is Garx82 and welcome back to my Gregtech New Horizons series. I am currently on Ross 128BA, the moon, and as we can see there is a crazy fast day-night cycle. It's really funny though. Just wanted to show that off. It'll get dark here in about 2 seconds. It goes from like daylight to like dawn or into like pitch black in like a second. Pretty funny. And there we go, and the moon comes up. So anyway, just wanted to kind of point that out. It's pretty funny. And then it'll be like daylight again. But here we go. There is the amethyst ore, the preciolite one. It's in this vein, I believe. Yeah, I'm assuming because of the purple amethyst stuff. I may drop a chunk loader over here as well. I think that will reach. Yeah, so there is that. There's also this, or I didn't even know that was a thing. So I have no idea if this actually has a use for it or anything, but yeah, just thought that was kind of funny. Seeing that on the ore thing. But yeah, everything else I don't really think doesn't look too actually this tetrahedrite, that is a whole lot of copper. If I ever need copper again, that's like an idea. I never even thought about getting this tetrahedrite vein. I don't know how much is actually in it. Turn on my night vision here. There are some monsters that spawn, but 50, yeah, that's not too bad. With the, or actually, now that I'm thinking about it, here, let me just turn this on. Let's get this going. The drilling rig, they got nerfed. The fortune, I don't even know what they are now. Fortune bonus of 6, it used to be 20. Yeah, 5, 4. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it used to be what, 5, 10, 15, 20. So interesting to see what we kind of get out of that. So that, is that not, man, is that not drilling those ores? I feel like it's not drilling those. Yeah, it's not. Yeah. All right, so it doesn't look like it can get those ores either. Man, that's annoying. All right. Yeah, it's right here. And that like breaks really quick. And it's getting dark again. But here is this stuff. All right, so, oh man. Yep, that does not drill lows. All right, so, man, I really just don't feel like building an ender quarry because it's not the easiest thing to make. But yeah, it's just a pain. Like a lot of the stuff is just annoying to make. Like all this stuff, yeah. But okay, so I'm probably just gonna drill ore, I guess. We'll just mine it manually for a little bit, I guess, and then we don't need a whole lot of it anyway. Because I think it's only, well, I don't know. For now, we're just using it to get some of the imprints, I think. That's outside. So I don't know how important it is at the moment, so I'll probably just get like a stack or two or whatever. And then, yeah, it's relatively easy, it looks like. It's not like super... Looks like it's the middle two it spawns on, this press solite stuff. Anyway, let me meet back at the base and we'll continue. All right, we are back, and I'm doing the cubic zirconia recipe, and I think there's a little bit of weirdness here. It's 10 zirconium and 1 is yttrium oxide, and the recipe is not consuming the yttrium oxide, it looks like. So, yeah, pretty sure that's a bug. Curious if it's... no. It's not going to run with that, but if I put that in there, it does run, but it doesn't consume the item. So, yeah, that's a thing. Anyway, but there is the zirconia. So we can just... how do we want to... what do we want to do with this? Do we want to just... it's the easiest. Just... probably just pulverizing all these to small dust, and then... yeah, that's probably what we'll do. I'm not needing this on a huge scale at the moment. If we do come to that point where we do need a large amounts of this magneto stuff, then yeah, I'll definitely look into can that not be... oh, it must be there. It's a shaped recipe apparently. But I mean, that 120 of that will last us for a long time. A lot of that's a magneto stuff. But I am crafting up a whole bunch of this yttrium oxide, but yeah, it's not being consumed. I should probably just delete some of it. So I did the 5 right there, and then I did 1 to create the recipe. So we'll just delete 6 of it. So yeah, there's a cubic zirconia for that. And then we got a bunch of the... well, not a lot of it. We got, I think, 44. Yeah, 44 would be... they weren't huge veins, and we're not getting the fortune bonus from it, unfortunately, because I was just manually doing it. So yeah, that's something to think about. I don't think I want to build a new ore washer because I don't use it that often, to be honest. So I don't know if it's worth it. Like crafting up another one of these. They're just so big. So I don't think I want to do that. But anyway, so there's that. And yeah, we got the circuit board things last episode. Yeah, the raw imprinted circuit boards. I need to do another one. Let's see. Right, I forgot to do the recipe for that, didn't I? So I got to do that one. That was that... no, it wasn't magneto. It was the bismuth stuff, wasn't it? Need more of that. That, and then what was the last thing? I don't remember. Circuit, compound, something. Indium gallium, that's what it was. All right, so well, I guess we'll just turn that off. And then that. It needs hydrogen. I don't have a chemical reactor, a big chemical reactor set up for this, so I'm just kind of doing it manually. The yttrium oxide, that is. So let's get that going in there. And pull that circuit out. That back. What did we? How many did we need again? 2. No. 3. We need 2 more of those. I think that's a pretty quick recipe if I remember. Yeah. Oh, I need to put the final recipe, of course. Did I screw that ratio up? 1, 3, and 2. Yes, I did. Oh boy. You get 9 from this. Is it 6? You get 6 from that. Wow, that was overly complicated. That's for sure. We'll just throw it in there. Let's try this again. Circuit. Yeah. So raw imprinted. There we go. That should work. There we go. Question is, how do I want to go about this in the... I guess I'll just add a few buckets. How about 8? Because this isn't hooked up to the AE system or anything. I gotta kind of decide how to go about doing this. But we're good for that, I think. Yeah, we'll do, as long as we get I just want to get the first one up and running, and then we'll kind of worry about automating this whole process. I got a lot of this done, but yeah, not the whole thing. All right, so that's there. Need 2 of those, and then the imprint. Yeah, we got that. So we need this. And I'm assuming, I'm not 100% sure if like, all right, so that's like these names, Epic Bacon. Epic Bacon. Are these like different, or are they the same? I feel like if you use a different, I'm assuming what we need to do is whatever circuit we want is put the circuit in there, slice it down, and then we get this. I'm assuming that's what determines this imprint thing, but I don't know, because like there's multiple ones with the same name, so like these are both Epic Bacon, and this, I don't see anything different about that. But I'm gonna go ahead and assume if I want to do the crystal circuit, we need to put a crystal circuit in a slicing machine, and depending on what circuit you're doing is what circuit the thing needs. So for example, the crystal circuit that we're going to do, it needs to slice it down. It needs to be IV. So question is, what tier slicing machine are we going to make here? I don't have one yet. Should we... I mean, I can't do this yet. I can't make these circuits anymore. So, I mean, technically we could do this. We can make these, and they're actually not that difficult. Yeah, I guess why don't we go ahead and just do this slicing machine. I'm gonna have to build a new one though, that's the only thing. Crystal processor. I'm kind of like... Yeah, see, like if I can do the crystal circuits... Okay, no, so that's gonna be too expensive. Yeah. All right, so what for this one? Luckily, these are kind of in order. So like this one, yeah, see this needs LUV. So to do that whole tier, we're gonna need an LUV to get all the way up to, okay, so maybe I should do the LUV one. That's probably the, we'll do that for now and then we will upgrade it once we're able to get the better circuits, I think would probably be the easiest. Yeah, all right, let me craft this up and yeah, we'll come back. What is it again? It's piston and a conveyor. It doesn't even need like a saw or anything. All right, that's cool. Anyway, we'll come back. And there we go. There is the Elite Slicing Machine and the slicer blade. Now, I don't have... Yeah, don't really have room for that right there, unfortunately. I didn't want to do this, but it may be just a bit temporary, kind of. I keep saying that, but I never end up moving it. But we are going to be crafting up a ZPM, so at some point this will get moved and replaced. So I guess we'll just... Did that connect? Yeah, it did. So that in there, that in there. All right, and the next part is we need to do this crystal circuit, and yeah, we're gonna have to do it the super expensive way. So you have to do it this way first, and then you'll be able to do it in the circuit assembly line, but you have to get this the first way so we can imprint it. So we need 64 circuit boards, 64 of these, 65. I mean, this really isn't that bad, to be honest, but it's still, yeah. Kind of when you're at the tier, when you're there, like if you're going in progression, yeah, this stuff is like super expensive. But since, you know, I'm way past all this stuff, like this stuff is pretty cheap. I think it was nano, wasn't it? Let's just double check before we make, yeah, nano. So 64 of those. Yeah, let's just make 300 of those. Ton of those. Mouse is acting up again. I need to get a new mouse. Just the middle click sometimes doesn't work. All right, so yeah, let me get this stuff, I guess. It's gonna take a couple minutes for that. I don't remember if I mentioned that I took the circuit board things. I put the recipe over in this thing, and put a hatch for the epoxid, because that was quite a slow recipe. The chemical bath stuff. So we did the fiber reinforced things now go in there, and that is much quicker. So a lot of these recipes actually, like, I can put into multi-blocks. I just, like I said, haven't got around to it. There's just so much to do. All right, so let me get the rest of the stuff. Oh wow, we got that already. So there's 64 of that. 64 of those, 64 of those. Is it niobium? I think it was. I don't know, let's do 100. And the crystal. Yeah, relatively quick. And then we'll put this in the regular thing here. We don't need to do a recipe for this because we're not going to be doing this ever again. So there. And that will get us the crystal circuits. Now, if you're updating to the new version, you can go ahead and probably craft up all these circuits and have them on hand beforehand, so you don't need to recraft them. But I kind of wanted to, I knew this was going to be like this, but I kind of wanted just to test it out and see how it felt. So yeah, we got our crystal circuit. And let's go throw it in that slicing machine. A bit strange. All right, am I missing something here? What are we missing? Clean room. Dang it. It needs a clean room. Well, that's good that it just doesn't work, and as opposed to like going through it and then voiding it because you didn't have the thing. I do have LUV, yeah. All right, so gonna have to work this out as well, I think. But for now, we'll just throw it right there. And I didn't even look at how long this takes. Is this like an insanely long time? No, 15 seconds, perfect. All right, so there we go. So it looks like it just checks. And if it's not in the clean room, I'm curious if this is like not 100% efficiency, is it gonna actually void it? All right, so there is the slice circuit, and I'm assuming that has like, it's like, hey, this is the crystal circuit, even though it says Epic Bacon on it. And then we go ahead and imprint this just in a crafting grid. These are all exactly the same. So there we go. I think I had one extra of those, and that's why that popped back up. So there. All right, and then this apparently has problems. I forgot to do maintenance on it. Let me do that really quick. Where did I put the thing? Right here. Hammer. Right, there we go. And then we do the imprint. I'm pretty sure this just goes in the thing. I don't want to mess this up because obviously you can only do this once per machine. So a circuit assembly line, imprint this machine with the circuit by putting the imprint in the controller. Okay, so there we go. I don't know if you have to like turn it on, or I don't know if it says anything. Because it says you can only do it once per, so I'm assuming I can't just like remove it. Is my guess, but let's hook it up at least. Let's get some power going to it. This is UV, right? Yep. Yeah, because I can still take that out. Let's turn it on and see if it like imprints it. There it goes. All right, so it took the circuit when it turned on. I'm assuming that means it's like imprinted. Does it say anywhere? Imprinted with Epic Bacon. So yeah, I don't know. In theory, I think I did that all correctly. It feels like I did it correctly. Now, the last bit here, we have, actually, there's some more stuff we got to do before we can use this, and that is we need to get all this stuff all these wrapped things now. And I think that's just, well, actually, we're going to be doing this recipe. So I need wrap of the elite circuits, wrap of these crystals, these and these. Soldering alley, we need to put in there. I do have a fluid export bus for that. I don't have any soldering alley on me though. The cool thing about, well, the nice thing about these is since it's only going to have one recipe on it, I don't have to do Steve's Factory Manager. I can just do a chest, and then we will filter out. So I'll just do like that. that. We'll put the filters in and just we will whitelist each item, and then we will never have to worry about like doing Steve's manager or anything like that. Now these wrapped circuit things, I think it's just 16 and an assembler with molten polyethylene. That's, yeah, that's super easy. We're gonna have a lot of these wrap things though. As we can see, there's a lot. So yeah, it's all just 16 of the amount in a assembler with polyethylene. But we're gonna have a lot of these recipes. So I'm thinking, where am I? Did I put polyethylene in here? I think it may be time. Oh, I do have polyethylene in this one. All right, so temporarily, I do want to eventually get a bunch of these assemblers, but they're very expensive, and right now I can't do circuits for them, so yeah. Let me think. The problem with this is these are filtered. Actually, yeah, these are lots of blacklists. No, that doesn't matter. Yeah. Because this is only going to put these ingots in there, and yeah, I can put whatever in this, and then it'll just send it up. All right, so I do have some room for these. All right, that's fine. All right, let me get these recipes for all these, for the crystal circuit. Crystal processor, there it is. So we're gonna do 16 of those, 16 of those. Then I need to get, I don't know if I have 4x niobium wire. Because that's not something I've done before. Yeah, no. All right, so we got a couple things I need to do recipes for, and we will come back. And there we go. There is those. And I think that's all of it. Yeah, 864. Those. We're at UV, which we have. Soldering alloy, I need to put that in the thing, so let me get that. Soldering alloy, do I have cables on me? I think I'm good on cables. Got our interface. Yeah. So let's see if we can get this working. So first, let's do that in there. And I forgot to do a chest. The one thing I forgot. I think this is probably the easiest way to do it. Where do I want to put the chest? I guess we'll just put it kind of at the top. I need another interface as well. I just realized that. I need one for the chest and one for the output. I guess we'll do, I was gonna put it, just trying to think like what would be clean. Probably just, nah. I think probably there would be better, I think. It's gonna be a bit awkward because this is, actually no. Well, maybe that's what we'll do. I don't know. I'll end up rearranging all this like I usually do anyway. Actually, let's go like that, I guess. Oh my goodness. Yeah. That'll be output. And there. Interface on there. This is connected, right? Yep. I don't know if I can't remember if I pointed this out, but you can actually see what the frequency on it now. So as we can see, it's 16 EA something something. So it actually shows on the things now. So it's connected to this one. And you can actually see, if we see, it says linked, and it says this is the input side and it has 3 outputs. So 3 of them are connected to that. So that's pretty cool that you can see that. You just got to remember the number. Anyway. Back to here. We got the channels. Perfect. Now, last thing we got to do is do this. Now, I'm assuming this has to go in order. So, wrap, SOC, wire, that. So, circuit boards, SOC, wire, bolts. And I gotta do, dang it. There we go. Damn, because the insert and the export have, or the insert and export have different things for filters, I think. You gotta do it like that. It's a bit weird. All right, and this extract. That doesn't show the, that just shows the one texture. It doesn't show the other texture. But there we go. Everything appears to have gone in there. We need to get the soldering alloy, and then I think that's everything, right? Actually, the soldering alloy should be on it. Yeah, because I put the, yeah. Did I do this right? I have a feeling I didn't. Yeah. So, yeah, it doesn't appear to be working, which is a bit sad. It is imprinted with the Epic Bacon. The only thing I can think of is it backwards. I don't think it would be backwards. Did I, like, by turning it on, did that, like, and not having the stuff in it, I wonder if that screwed it up. Like, it consumed the thing. So, because it doesn't really, no, it says it's imprinted. Yeah, it says that. Clean room isn't a thing, because it's just the multi-block. Molten soldering alloy. Imprint for Epic Bacon. 4x wrap of SOC. Let me test this and see if we can figure out what the issue is. All right, I've been doing some testing here. I thought maybe the glass had to be the UV glass to use the UV energy hatch. Didn't work. I moved the controller to the other side, thinking maybe it thought it was like backwards, like this was the, it thought maybe this was the front or something, or I don't really know. But I cannot get this to work, unfortunately. So I'm gonna have to do some more testing. I don't know if I put the wrong recipe in here. It doesn't look like it, but maybe I'm missing something. So feel free to comment if you see anything that I have missed or anything. And hopefully we'll get this working next episode, because I would really like to be able to produce circuits. I feel kind of like, it feels weird not being able to produce like the circuits that we used to be able to. So yeah, not sure. I think I got everything right. Everything appears to be set up correctly. It says it's formed correctly. And says it's got the right imprint on it. imprinted with the epic bacon, which is what this needs. So yeah. Although it says it doesn't get consumed in the process, and it totally got consumed when I tried to turn it on. Maybe I should, why don't we do, I'm gonna do a, let's do a, maybe we should do a quick test. Let me craft up another one of those. I don't want to use, I'm not gonna use tons of resources for that. Let me grab another one of those imprint things and see if that will work before we wrap up this episode. All right, there is another circuit imprint. So let's try this again. And last thing I can think of is have that in there. Make sure everything is in there. And I'm pretty sure this is not going to work, but give it a go. No, see, it's already imprinted, so pretty sure you can't do another one. Unless I can't, I really don't know. I'll do some more testing and see if I can come up with stuff. Maybe I'll like do a brand new circuit assembly line thing, but yeah, I can't think of anything else that is stopping this from working. But anyway, that'll be it for this episode. Next episode, we'll come back and see if we can get this to work. So thanks for watching and have a good one.